Hey fellow foodies, we're back at Paradise Dynasty at South Coast Plaza. They're turning 4 years old, and this place, one of their specialties is in the xiaolongbao. We're trying some of our old favorites and some of our new favorites. They specialize in the 8-flavor xiaolongbao, and when they serve this to you, they give it to you with a little card that tells you all the different flavors. We've got pork, black truffle, cheese, crab meat, garlic. It's really interesting to eat all these and sample all the flavors, which we'll do in just a little bit. But they often have special collaborations on their xiaolongbao, and right now for like the fall of 2025 at the South Coast location, they have a Tom Yum flavored xiaolongbao that's a collaboration with Chiang Rai. We also have they have like a special menu right now for the fall, this fall menu. They've got right here this garlic and butter lobster crispy noodle with cheese. We've got that, and we've got one of the Curious Prince's favorites right here, the Shanghai rice cake. I will point out they bring little kiddie settings right here. Are you enjoying that setting? Good. We've started drinking already. We're not drinking alcohol. There is a full bar here. But drinking the teas, the Curious Princess is really enjoying her black milk tea with boba in it. I've got the green tea. We've also got some jasmine tea here. To keep ourselves hydrated. But as we start to eat the xiaolongbao, you get a little dish right here, and you put some ginger in it, and then you put soy sauce or vinegar. I like soy sauce, and so we're gonna go ahead and put the soy sauce right in there. They've got a little dish on the side. And then the way you eat the xiaolongbao is, here, I'm gonna move some of these things so you can see a little bit better. All right, so let's start with the xiaolongbao, and you know what? Let's go ahead and start with the yellow one. Why? It's Yellow Productions. This is the cheese flavor. So the way you eat this, you dip it in your sauce, you put it in your spoon. Why? Well, it's got soup inside. We're gonna see that in a moment. You take a little bit of ginger, and then you put it on top, and then you nibble on it right here. You nibble on it so that you can let the soup out. You can see there's some soup that's in that spoon. Oh, yeah, there we go. Soupy in there. And then once you let the soup out, you can sip on what didn't end up on the table. And then you can first you taste the pork, then you taste the cheese coming down as the aftertaste. I'm not gonna eat all of these on camera, but they're really interesting to go around and try all the different flavors. Now, let's go to the specialty, the collab right now. These are the Chiang Rai Tom Yum xiaolongbao. Chiang Rai is a Thai restaurant that is Michelin-recognized. They work with lots of cool brands on these. This is like a limited edition 2-month one. We were here maybe a year ago when they had a collaboration with Heritage Barbecue, and they had American barbecue flavored xiaolongbao. That's why these are kind of red and white, is they've got the Tom Yum soup in it. So I'm interested to give this a try. Let's nibble on it. Pour it out. Ooh, yes. Already a little bit of the kind of like sour, tangy thing that you get from Tom Yum. Not the smooth, typical pork taste that you would get. The Curious Princess is curious, but I don't know that she likes Tom Yum soup. You can try it in just a moment. You want to try this? You want me to try one and then you try one? No, you're gonna stay on the Shanghai rice cake? Okay.
But I want to say the thing because I'm curious. I am the curious princess.
That is a flavor explosion, and she is the Curious Princess. She was curious on the other. You want to see the other flavors that were down there again? Do you want to? Oh, that bottom one. That's just the lid. That's empty. Do you want to try the super spicy Sichuan red one? No.
It's spicy.
It's spicy. All right, so next up, let's dive into the crispy noodle lobster dish. This is one of their specialty dishes for the fall, and to eat this one, you gotta kind of stir it up first and cut the noodle because they're crispy noodles. So this is one that's kind of already been cut up and served. We've got mushrooms, onion, and of course, lobster that's inside. I'm gonna figure out how to eat that out of the shell in a moment. Let's start with the noodles and the... It has a classic, Chinese noodle taste. Mushrooms, smooth flavor. One of the things that OC Girl, my wife and I always joke about is one of our first dates. I took her to Panda Inn. If you're not familiar with Panda Inn, it is a... Before Panda Express, there was Panda Inn, a sit-down Chinese restaurant. And I really like to order the mugu gai pan, which is chicken and a white sauce and a very American Chinese dish, but very tasty. These noodles kind of have that, just a very tasty dish to it. Okay, I gotta use my hands to get in here to get the lobster. I'm gonna try the fork. I think this will work better to get the lobster out. All right, I got some of the lobster out. Let's give it a go. A good lobster flavor. This is for the fall, so perfect if you've got a big meal, Thanksgiving, Christmas, something like that, looking for a special occasion meal. So next up, we've got the white asparagus wrapped in Wagyu beef. It's served on top of tomatoes. This is a little bit of like a Asian-American fusion, I think, served with a knife and a fork so you can cut it there in the middle. So let's go ahead and cut that, put that on my plate in the 2 different pieces. We'll set that down, pick up my chopsticks. Yeah, and go in for the chomp chomp. She's curious how it tastes. Are you? It's a good beefy flavor to it. I don't taste the asparagus all that much, but I think that's probably the flavor of white asparagus. Very mellow flavor on it. Great kind of appetizer type dish. Okay, so now let's go to the braised pork right here. This one, kind of like the pork's all like piled up very geometrically. Let's go ahead and get out one of these pieces of the pork. OC girl, she really likes her pork. So this is a dish we often have when we're traveling around Asia, braised pork. In Taiwan, they have a very famous pork rock in the Taiwan National Museum. Really, like it's a rock that people come and look at because it looks like I'll put a picture of it right here so you can see it. This looks kind of like that.
Hope to see you soon.
No, I think I like it.
You think you'll like it? She looks at my face and says she thinks she'll like it. As the influencer here, she's like, I don't know if you think that's really good. But that face, that was a good face. Really soft and tender and tasty. For the Curious Princess, I cut it up into a lot of different pieces. Which one do you want to give a try first? That one? Thumbs up from the Curious Princess. So by the way, there is no way we could eat all of that, so we got a lot of those mains packed to go. Our favorite was definitely the braised pork. It was so tender we could cut it with a spoon. And Uncle Sean, who's here, his favorite was that butter crispy noodle with the lobster on top. Okay, for the dessert course, we have the Curious Princess's favorite panda buns right here. And what's inside, well, we're gonna see in just a moment. But something that I really love about this restaurant is that they have this open kitchen over here, so you can see them making, like, basically all the buns over here, where they actually, we can see them making the panda buns just before we ordered them. So that was fun. We've also got a red bean rice cake, little pastry dessert right here on a banana leaf. And then part of their specialty menu for the fall is a mango sago pomelo, a dessert that I always love. And so, you know, typical Chinese style dessert. You get some that are a little bit sweet, healthy, buns, kind of savory. Okay, the Curious Prince wants to go in for that. We need to see what's inside. We need to make sure it's not too hot. Here, can I open this up for you? Okay.
Let's see what's inside.
Okay, here, I'm gonna do it over here.
Let's see what's inside.
All right, what's inside the panda? Oh, there we go. It's chocolate and it's runny. I'm glad we opened that over here. Okay, she's gonna start with a little piece of the chocolate bun. Okay, you eat the chocolate panda bun, and I'm gonna eat the mango pomelo, and we'll compare. Good? Yeah. You can't fake a 5-year-old's face. All right. Good tasting mango. The pomelo and the sago, they're big and they're oh so chewy. And let's go in for the red bean, kind of savory one. As the American palate, kind of these Asian desserts take a little bit of warming up to, but it's a pleasant taste. It has I don't know if it's peanutty or sesame or something like that, little dry powder on the outside, makes just an interesting texture and flavor combination. She says hers is very good. Now, fellow foodies, if you're here at South Coast Plaza, after you've had Paradise Dynasty, maybe eat here for lunch or happy hour. They have specials from 2 to 5 p.m. You get some extra money off. They also have another restaurant downstairs called Late Shrimp Noodle, where they have shrimp-flavored ramen, like shrimp broth. That's really good, too. And in October of this year, they're opening a new location in Los Angeles at Americana at Brand. And next year, they're planning to open a Paradise Dynasty in San Diego. I'm looking forward to both of those locations. And when the LA and San Diego locations open, they're gonna have different collaborations. That's what you can be sure of. New and tasty xiaolongbao every time you visit. Now, fellow foodies, if you're here in Orange County and you wanna see some of my favorite Asian restaurants in the OC, check out this video right here, or you can dive into my whole Orange County playlist right here. As usual, we won't say goodbye because we'll say, we'll see you in the next video. And thank you so much to Paradise Dynasty for inviting us out for this tasty meal.